Good morning and welcome to Hair Ritual Sunday. I am your host, Kaori Nik, live at the Mothership. And this month, the topic is hydration versus moisture. For those of you who are new, Hair Ritual Sunday is a series I started on Instagram, a weekly ritual that I did with my audience, and it included experts in the hair industry, and they shared their favorite rituals as well as ways that we can enhance our own at home. Big shout out to all the guests that I've had on Hair Ritual Sunday thus far. I've taken it from Instagram to YouTube just to have a more sustainable platform where we can host all this good information and get it to you quickly. Hydration versus moisture. I'm having this conversation a lot behind the chair, especially with it being summertime, humidity being a factor, product buildup being a factor, and the hair feeling dry. And just to be clear, hydration refers to water. There's no way to properly hydrate the hair unless water is involved. Ideally, it needs to be a wash day. That is when the true hydration happens. In addition to hydrating internally, so making sure that your water intake is in a good place, making sure that you are not dry internally. Your hair and skin and nails are the last to receive hydration. If you are experiencing dehydration on a surface level, all of your organs are depleted. So keep the hydration going internally as well as externally. Now, moisture more so refers to ways in which we retain hydration, would be humectants. Humectants are responsible for attracting and holding water in the hair. The best examples of this is glycerin, aloe vera, honey. The main humectant we're used to seeing is called glycerin. Glycerin can be vegan and not vegan, so it's important that you pay attention if that's something that's important to you. The next thing on your ingredient label that you want to be mindful of are emollients, responsible for softening and smoothing the hair, to fill in the gaps on the surface, to improve manageability and the flexibility of your hair. This is what keeps your hair from breaking. And lastly are film formers. These ingredients form a layer or a film around the hair to hold moisture in. When you're in the store reading the back of the label, you really want to make sure that these kind of ingredients are in the top 10. This means that majority of the formula contains these ingredients, and that's what we want. Now, when we're talking about different climates and different seasons, let's start out with the humidity, which is my personal favorite. My locks are flourishing in the humidity between New York and Santa Marta, Colombia. My hair has been doing the greatest there. But when I hit LA is hot as hell and it's dry. It is essentially the desert, and that is what it feels like. Humidity is good because it has more moisture in the air available for humectants to work with. The hair will swell more in humidity, so it doesn't hold the best styles, but it does hold the most moisture. Obviously, in drier and colder climates, it's harder to retain moisture, and the hair can feel more brittle and rough. That's how I know I need to wash my hair more often in cities like Chicago or climates that are colder and drier. Red flags that indicate that your hair is indeed dehydrated. Breakage, that's number one. There's a roughness and it's difficult to maintain. Keep in mind, we can't assess the hair based on how it feels alone. We have to account for product buildup, damage, the weather, cleansing and styling practices. They all can affect the way your hair feels. The number one mistake that I hear in people's regimen is relying too heavily on oils to retain moisture. Oil is not water. Water is the only thing that can truly hydrate the hair. Oil's main responsibility is to retain said moisture in the hair. Number two, over cleansing the hair. If you're using light products that are water soluble, a sulfate free shampoo really is the way. And understanding your moisture cycle. Not everybody needs to wash their hair every 3 to 5 days. Sometimes it's every 2 weeks. It just depends on the products that you're using, how heavy they are, and what products you're using to rid all the products off the hair. Number three, do not skip conditioning. For those of you with more mature locks, you can safely condition as long as you are diluting it with water. That's a fact. Applying products without understanding the formula. People are using conditioners that are meant to process for 2 minutes and holding them on the hair for 30 minutes to 8 hours to overnight. Read the directions on the bottle. Use the product as instructed. And lastly, ignoring your environment. If you are in a hotter climate, respond accordingly. If you are in a drier climate, respond accordingly. One routine that works in one place or one season doesn't apply for all circumstances. So be flexible. So, just so we are clear, in your moisture cycle ritual, the first step is washing the hair. That's how you're going to properly hydrate. The second is conditioning, using a conditioner that has the appropriate emollients and humectants to help retain moisture, film forming ingredients. And then afterwards, using products that have to help retain that moisture and prevent moisture loss. And lastly, styling and protecting your hair. And that protection mainly comes in the evening. It's most important in the evening to cover the hair for moisture retention because the pillowcases suck up so much moisture you would not believe. So make sure that you're protecting your hair at night. Here are a list of oils that I recommend not to hydrate the hair, but to contribute to the moisture retention. First, I would recommend jojoba oil, fantastic oil. Argan oil is another good one. Avocado oil is really good. As we conclude this session, I want to remind you this is really about self-awareness. Having the right rituals in place is all about adapting to your new circumstance and being aware of your overall being. What does your hair need? What does your skin need? What is your gut telling you? A lot of it is about reading. So I leave you with that. Enjoy your week, and we will come together again next month with a brand new topic and a special guest.